Thank you for joining us here on the Comic Culture Warrior video channel. Kind of a day full of disappointment. Oh, so sad. But right now, we are at the point that we call Last Rants. And Last Rants is when we rant on something. Either something that we've talked about before or something totally different and unrelated. We've been getting some requests, again, to do movie reviews. Mm-hmm. We were asked to review Terminator Salvation. And I will not go see Terminator Salvation.
I won't pay to go see it.
I'm not going to see it. Maybe I'll see it on video. Maybe, but I don't know. Right now, everything I've heard right now is just killing my desire to see it. Because I think that if I go see Terminator Salvation, I am telling them that kind of movie, that's the way I want the Terminator franchise to continue.
Well, you haven't seen it.
Well, let's just say, how do I say this without implicating myself in illegal activities? Let's just say I've seen enough of it, and I've heard enough of it, without actually paying for it. We'll leave it at that. In either case.
It's pretty shady.
Really. Another movie that I won't see.
But I did see.
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Now, I know a lot of our newer subscribers are fans of Transformers with names like Cool Optimus Prime or stuff like that. And I don't know how... Well, I consider myself a Transformers fan. And not just the movies, but I'm talking about... You know, those are the toys that I played with when I was a fucking kid. That's the show that I watched on TV after school. And, yeah, I liked the first Transformers movie.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining,
yeah.
But I wasn't really expecting too much of it.
Right.
Now, I'm not expecting anything either of Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. But I expect it to at least be as entertaining as the first one was.
Right.
Well, man, that thing... First of all, it's a 2.5-hour movie about fucking giant robots who transform and they fight each other. 2.5 hours.
Did you get into the characters of what makes Starscream want to dominate humankind like he does?
No, because all right. So sprinkled throughout all of the metallic giant robots are human-sized wood sculptures trying to act. Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox.
Megan Fox
is terrible. She is terrible. Her 15 minutes should be up.
She's there for the eye candy. That's what she's there for.
Well, yeah, I know. And Michael Bay knew exactly what he... Did you read that whole thing
yes.
How Michael Bay and her are now like slap fighting with each other on the internet?
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of funny because...
Well, you know what? And, the funny thing is Megan Fox actually comes across as a more mature person.
Well, she doesn't when she rips on Wonder Woman like an ignorant person that, I think that she is.
Yeah, she's also like 20-something. And she also knows that she knows what she is being used for. She knows she's a sex object. And she's she's okay with it, so she says. So, no, I know where you're coming from on that. But that's a different subject.
Yeah, but man, that movie was... The plot is, like, non-existent.
I heard there are two, like, jive talking
oh my god
that like speak in
Jesus, like I don't know how. I mean, it was bad enough when Jazz was kind of being portrayed that way in the first movie. These two robots, oh my god. I don't know how or what the fuck Michael Bay is smoking to think he can get away, because to me they're racist caricatures.
They're the Jar Jar Binks I've heard of this.
But
movie.
like to the nth degree. Like one of them has like these big round eyes, big ears, buck teeth, and one of them is gold. And I'm watching this, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, I literally cannot believe what I'm seeing on the screen.
They're Flavor Flav. They're the Flavor Flav bots.
But it's
Flava bots.
To me, it's like it is so racist. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like having a Mexican transformer who has like a metal sombrero with like bullet straps like growing across his chest.
That would be cool. I'd buy that.
That would be kind of cool. But that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah.
And then, but him just not doing anything, but like sleeping in the corner the entire movie. With like a bottle of like tequila or something.
It would be formula. It would be like it'd be motor oil.
But yeah, I couldn't believe that. First of all, and you see those two characters within the first 10 minutes of the movie. But then there's like all this stuff that's just not funny. It seems so forced with like Spike or I guess Sam. His name is Sam in the movie. Like his mom eating pop brownies and just the movie is so nonsensical. And stuff happens to these characters that there's no logical sense to it. It's just like they throw stuff in there, and I don't know. The movie was a train wreck.
The movie is 2.5 hours long, which is too much
I felt
for,
every
like
minute
as you
of
said,
it.
too much for a movie that's supposed to be about robots. Something like that at best 90 minutes at best 2 hours tops.
It should have, yeah.
And here's the thing, for as much, and I'm telling you, people are vilifying this film. You are not the only person who said that this movie sucks. My brother, if you visit Cybertron.com, my brother is a moderator on one of the leading Transformer websites. My brother is a huge Transformer fan. He's interviewed Michael Bay. He's talked to the screenwriters of Transformers.
There were screenwriters?
Yeah, really. He loathed that film. Absolutely loathed it. And here's the funny part. The movie has made... It was the top grossing movie of the weekend. Like made like over $60 million in the opening weekend.
Yeah,
when
it made like $220 million in the 5 days.
In 5 days, $220 million, domestic and internationally.
And I think they made it the highest grossing, like most critically panned movie ever.
Yeah, it's made so much money, and yet it's people have just vilified it, which makes you go back to. What is it that makes a good movie? Because it's, of course, taste is subjective when it comes to films. Now, I've seen Michael Bay movies. Michael Bay movies, for the most part, is a lot of quick cuts, a lot of stuff happening. The guy loads every frame with as much information as you can get, and he just throws it at you, throws it at you, throws it at you. For us, might not really do it, but for the younger movie-going, public, that's what they want right now. Maybe it's just that Michael Bay really gets the young moviegoers and knows how to stimulate that part.
But the movie wasn't stimulating at all. There was like a couple of set pieces sprinkled throughout 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours of people who went to see this movie and walked out and told their friends to see it, and they also went to go see it. See, I know what I'm saying. Again, this is a case of a minority opinion in a way, but
not really.
No, I know. You're right. But the movie made a lot of money. And we have this discussion all the time about stuff that we say sucks, and yet it sells. And we have people on our boards who will come out and admit, man, this book really sucked, but you know what? I bought it. Oh, I really hate Bendis right now, but I bought it anyway because, I want to read it. What is it that we are saying when we will sit here and we'll bitch about it and say it sucks on one hand, and on the other hand, we turn around and give them our money?
I didn't give them my money for it. I got it for free.
Well, see, all I'm saying is the majority of the movie-going public gives people their money. And this movie, again, made an obscene amount of money. An obscene amount of money for what it was. Even to the point where now you can't tell the movie executives, you shouldn't let Michael Bay make Transformer movies because they suck. And they're going to turn around and say, well, you know what? His movie made $220 million in 5 days. Couldn't have sucked that bad.